cross-border love, right? So it was very difficult to convince my parents that I'm going to marry someone who's not Vietnamese. Yeah. It was really, really difficult to do at the time. But I think because we love each other so much that my parents almost convinced, by themselves after they see how much we. And now it's after 10 years that we've been meeting and living with each other, and having children and still taking care of each other, and we have business together. I think my parents now are very proud. And actually, so I studied in New Zealand and then England, and then I went to Sweden for a job at the time, and then I met Daniel over there. At the time, he still had his own company.
So we make mobile games for Android, iOS, and other mobile devices currently, and we're based here in Danang.
We're mostly based here, so we have a production team here, but then we have a sales team in Silicon Valley in USA. Very easy to get contacts in the industry when you have a base in the Silicon Valley.
Yeah. Well, our business is a global business. We're not only here in Southeast Asia or in Vietnam. We're trying to reach the whole world, and that's why we really need to have a base somewhere else as well. But we do all production here. The guys are really talented here, and they learn very quick. So it's a good mix, I think, to have both worlds, one leg in each country.
It's a lot of advantages that we have because we both have experience. And then you have another company before this, and it's in a similar industry, and almost it's a game studio as well, but just not mobile game. When we first started build our team back in 2012, at that time making games, especially mobile games, even the whole world, right, but especially in Vietnam, so it was very difficult to find the right people working in the same industry. So basically we have to train everybody from ground up, so we take students from Da Nang University, Ho Chi Minh University, and train them from ground up. So that's the first difficult, and of course, finance, we have to be prepared to run the company bootstrapping for 2-3 years before the money kicks in. So that's very important to be prepared, is to train people, and because I think another very difficult part of which we don't have that difficulty, but I know a lot of other startups is dealing with other partners, right?
Yeah.
So now the language barrier with Daniel was a big problem because problem with communication, and they don't talk, but they Skype very well. So they can write, but they don't talk very much. But luckily, I was here to translate, and then I facilitate. You have to talk, and when I'm not here, you have to do that. And that's for any startup as well. Starting from Da Nang or from Vietnam, language is the most important, because without English, you close yourself in a box. Like 2 years ago, they didn't know any English. They only speak Vietnamese. And now they perfect English. So they're fluent, and they also speak Swedish and Chinese, things like that. So traveling and living in another country, And I think the most important is to balance it. In the world, of course, you have the set expectation. So I think it's just. To us, nothing was extremely shocking or surprising, because I already prepared Daniel a lot about this how the culture is, and this how the people are, and that's how long it would take to train somebody from this level to that level into and build a culture. So people have the freedom to have the creativity, and we don't control when you have to be in the office and things like that, because I don't think that's the culture of the Western and Eastern, but it's more important to have a culture of that industry. So that's how the industry culture is like that. So we follow that. Oh, actually, for Daniel, this is the second studio that he started. So the first studio was called Southern, and it was sold around 7 years ago, and we started this one about 3 years ago. This one probably the fourth startup that I have. So the rest of the three, one is not failing, but it's not like really scaling, and the other two fail. So this one is my fourth one.
Yeah, we're lucky in many ways. Of course, that we have the different skill sets that most people that are innovators, they don't have. They have usually only one of them, computer science or only business. And luckily we could have both in the management team already, and then that makes things much easier.
Our next Valentine, we're going to be away from each other. Oh no,
we're
next
talking about 14.
14, we're going to be in Hong Kong. On the 14th.
Yes.
That's how we're going to celebrate our,
we have to check our schedule.
Our February, yes. But basically, I think we have never have a Valentine here in Da Nang. Maybe once. Maybe once. Yeah, I don't remember because we travel places all the time. Last time we went to Hawaii. No, it was for my birthday. Oh, never mind. But we
travel too much.
We travel too much.